Okay, hello again. I'm still having a complete monologue. Um, Although it may, I hope it's semi-entertaining because I am kind of giggling at myself here while I am trying to figure out how to do this. So I don't know. We'll figure this out. We'll get this going. All right, so now we're going to work on lesson F. So I'm going to share my screen again. Kind of cool. This is all through Zoom, and so I do want to share this out with everyone and hopefully get a Zoom lesson going. That would be a lot of fun. Okay, here we go. We have got lesson F. This is on page 68. I will scroll down to the bottom, page 68. This is the last lesson in Unit 5. Look at us go. Okay, so this is American Airlines flight schedule, okay? So this is, I don't know, okay, here we go. So there are airlines and there are flights, and I just want to clarify that like American and United and Southwest and I mean all like Sun Country, Spirit, all of these are airlines. They're companies that own an airline, like a fleet of airlines. And then there is a flight, which is the number that each plane has. So in American Airlines or Air American, one of those planes has this number attached to it that it's going to go to from Boston to New York at this time. Okay, so there are different flights in the exact same airline. I just want to clarify that was in the book here to clarify. So if we look at this, so I'm going to have a monologue, mono meaning one, and you also are going to have a monologue at home because you're going to answer and you're the only person that's going to hear it unless you have children or a spouse around. So here's my first question. How many flights does Air American have on this schedule? That is right. There are 6 flights. Excellent, excellent. Where do the flights depart from? Boston. Again, great, awesome. And where are each of the flights going? They are going to. Where are they going? New York. Excellent, perfect. Okay, so here we go. We have AM, PM, morning, and afternoon. So how many flights depart or leave in the morning? There are 4 flights that leave in the morning. Flight, you can say it with me, flight 885, flight, well, you would probably say 1005, but it could be 1005. Typically, I think you would hear this as 1005, flight 1005, flight 1007, and flight 1009 depart in the morning. So then how many flights depart in the afternoon? 2. Flight, say this with me, flight 1015 and flight 1017. Awesome. All right. Here we go. We're going to read the questions, look at the airline schedule, and fill in our answer. So let's read this together. Number 1. How long does it take to go to New York on flight 1009? Okay, so I'm going to look back. I'm going to find flight 1009 to New York. It departs at 11:20 a.m. and arrives at 12:35 p.m. So how long does that take? You can pause the video, or let's read the answers. Is it 1 hour, 1 hour and 5 minutes, 1 hour and 10 minutes, 1 hour and 15 minutes. Pause the video and then press play and you can check your answer. There you go, 1 hour and 15 minutes. Number 2, let's read that. How often do flights go from Boston to New York before 11 a.m.? So I'm going to look back here. So I need to look at before 11 a.m. All of these here, these 3 are after. So how many before? Okay, is it once, twice, 3 times, or 6 times? Pause the video, choose your answer. 3 times. Well done. All right, let's read this together. How long does it take to go to New York on flight 885? Okay, I'm going to go back, look at flight 885 to New York. It departs at 6 a.m. and arrives at 7:35 a.m. How long is that? Is it A, 1 hour and 10 minutes? B, 1 hour and 35 minutes? C, an hour and a half? Or D, 2 hours and 10 minutes? Pause the video and choose your answer. There you go, B, 1 hour and 35 minutes. How many flights, number 4, let's read together. How many flights arrive in New York after 11 a.m.? So this question was before, and now we're looking at after. So I'm going to go back. All of these are now before 11 a.m., so these would be after. Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? Pause the video and choose your answer. 4? Oh, arrive. Whoops. See? I even did it wrong. Oh boy, here we go. I was looking at the departs. See, it doesn't matter what time of day it is. I guess I'm just always tired. Arrives. My fault. My fault. But at least I hope you're laughing, because right now I'm having a monologue of laughter just towards me. Here we go. They arrive. Here we go. After 11. Boom. 4 of them. My bad. All right. Talk with a partner. If you have somebody at home, great. If you can respond to me, fantastic. If you have to have a monologue by yourself, even better. It's kind of entertaining. Here we go. Ask and answer the questions. How long does it take to go to, let's start again. My fault. How long does it take to go from Boston to New York on flight 1015? Okay. So we would start with, it takes 1 hour and 17 minutes, it looks like. Okay. Number 2, how many flights go from Boston to New York in the morning? That would be departing. How many flights go from Boston to New York in the morning? Here we go, departing flights in the morning. I see 4, so my answer is there are 4 flights that go from Boston to New York in the morning. Okay, number 3, what time does the first flight leave Boston to go to New York? So I'm going to look back. Here we go, is the first flight. Here's my sentence. The first flight departs Boston at 6 a.m. There you go. And number 4, what time does the last flight leave Boston to go to New York? Here we go. If I look at flight 1017, it is the last flight. Here's your sentence. The last flight departs Boston at 6:50 p.m. So that was kind of fast. You can rewind and pause and do what you need to practice that speaking. And yes, it is silly and you feel kind of weird, but I mean, the times call for it, right? All right, here we go. This one here, the next page on page 69 is the last page in Unit 5. Yay! So now we're going to talk about into, out of, through, and toward. Okay? I know in one of the, it's kind of hard to do like me walking in and out of things, but I know that we've talked about this before, so I'm not going to rush through this, but we have discussed this before, so that's awesome. So this will be kind of a review here. Here we go. So the first picture here is this little stick figure. Walk into the museum. So when you go to work or you go home or whatever, and you're going in the building, you are walking into that place of business. The second one here, walk out of the museum. Again, anytime you leave your house, you are walking out of that place, all right? Anytime you leave Walmart or Aldi or Hy-Vee or wherever you shop, you are walking out of, okay? Walk through the tunnel. So you can walk through, obviously you can walk through a tunnel, you can walk through a doorway. When you are walking into a place, you are going through a doorway, okay? And then walk toward the desk, toward. There's kind of a w sound in there, toward. Walk toward the desk. So that would mean that you're getting closer to or you're getting near to the desk. All right. So this should be kind of interesting because I am going to have another conversation with myself, but we are supposed to be working on giving each other directions. So if I did this, and if I did this correctly here, I would say, okay, if you walk into the museum and go left, where are you? Walk into the museum and go left. So you would be by the butterfly room or in the F area. Okay, so I would be in the butterfly room. All right, so here we go. Walk into the museum, turn right, walk through the doorway, and stop. Where are you? Walk into the museum, turn right. Oh, I should have said right into the room, and then walk through the doorway. You are at B. Okay, see, I'm learning too. All right. We'll just do one more here. Walk into the museum and turn left. Walk through the doorway. Continue through the doorway by the restrooms. Okay. Turn right and go straight through the doorway into the next room. What room are you in? If you turned right and walked straight through the doorway, you would be at room E. Okay. I hope I did that correctly. This is something that if you have somebody at home with you, you can sit and kind of go through the map together, doing the into, out of, through, and toward. Oh, that's the one I forgot. Okay, and then if you turn to page 138, let's see if I can just put in 138 here. Whoops. I don't know if it'll go. I don't know how to get to that. 138, self-assessments. Page 138, look at this, I got it. Okay, whoops, that's 6, here we go. Here is the self-check for Unit 5. Again, anything that I just did, pause, stop, rewind, do what you need to do, learn at your pace. I am going a little bit faster, but it's a video, so I'm just kind of sitting here staring at myself. So go through and check this. Now, if you could take a picture of this when you're done and send it to me in Remind, then I know how to move forward for lesson or Unit 6. Don't necessarily post it in Facebook because everyone can see that. So if you take a picture of this filled out with your name on it and send a picture in Remind, one, I'll know that I'm getting through to you, and two, I'll know how to plan for the next lessons, okay? Again, lots of fun. I hope you are, I hope you are enjoying this. I really do miss hanging out with everyone. I really hope we get back together. So I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to stop that there. Here we go, and take care.